They say art captures the soul, but what happens when it captures something else? Tonight, we'll explore 10 paintings so unsettling that museums refuse to display them after dark. Some say they whisper, some say they move, and some are better left unseen. Stay until the end, because the final painting on this list has a story that still haunts anyone who's dared to touch it. Comment, "I looked anyway," if you think you could hang one of these in your house. Art is supposed to make you feel something: awe, wonder, beauty. But sometimes, it makes you feel something else entirely. A chill that crawls up your spine. A sense that the eyes in the frame are watching you back. Across centuries, there have been paintings that people swear are cursed. Creations that bring misfortune, strange sounds, or unexplained events wherever they go. Let's explore 10 of the most disturbing. Number 10. The Hands Resist Him. Bill Stoneham, 1972. It's often called the most haunted painting on the internet. A boy stands before a glass door, staring blankly at the viewer. Behind him, a doll-like girl, her eyes hollow, her hand pressed against the glass. Beyond the door, disembodied hands reach out toward them. When the painting was first listed on eBay in 2000, the seller claimed that the figures moved at night, that the boy left the canvas, wandering the room. Buyers reported nausea, fainting, and shadow figures appearing near their monitors. Even those who downloaded the image claimed their printers glitched when trying to reproduce it. The artist, Bill Stoneham, said it represented the threshold between dream and reality, but the internet decided it was something else entirely. A portal that should never have been opened. Number 9. The Anguished Man. Unknown Artist. This one is simple, crude, and absolutely terrifying. A red figure screaming into darkness, painted in thick, oily strokes. According to its owner, the paint was mixed with the artist's own blood. For decades, the painting stayed hidden in a British attic. When it was finally brought out, people claimed to hear crying from the room where it hung. Doors slammed without warning. Cold spots appeared on the walls. No one knows who painted it, or why. But the family refuses to keep it displayed for more than a few hours at a time. They say that even in daylight, the face seems to move. Number 8. Portrait of Bernardo de Galvez, the Haunted Hotel Painting. If you ever visit the Galvez Hotel in Galveston, Texas, you'll see a 1914 portrait of its namesake hanging along a staircase, and you'll immediately feel it, the stare. Guests say that when they try to take a photo of the painting without asking permission, the camera refuses to focus. Those who do manage to capture an image claim a faint shadow appears beside the general's shoulder, a shape that wasn't there before. Hotel staff have given up trying to move it. Whenever it's relocated, doors begin opening on their own. Number 7. Crying Boy Giovanni Bragolin, 1950s. At first glance, it's harmless, a painting of a tearful child. But in the 1980s, it became the center of a bizarre series of house fires across the UK. Every time, the home was reduced to ashes, except for one thing: the painting, untouched. Firefighters began to whisper that it was cursed. Some burned their copies, others sealed them away in attics. Decades later, some skeptics claimed it was the varnish protecting the canvas from flame. But believers still say it was something else, a child spirit refusing to be destroyed. Number 6. Man Proposes, God Disposes, Edwin Landseer, 1864. Two polar bears tear apart the remnants of a frozen expedition. It's not just the brutal image that chills people, it's what happens when you sit near it. At the University of London, the painting hangs during exams. Students who sit closest to it claim to feel dizzy, panicked, even hallucinate the bears moving. One legend says a student once took their own life in front of it, leaving a note that read, The polar bears made me do it. Now, during tests, the school covers it with a Union Jack flag, just in case. Number 5. The portrait of Delphine Lalaurie. Madame Lalaurie was a real figure from 19th century New Orleans, infamous for her cruelty. But her portrait, painted long after her death, is said to carry a piece of her lingering presence. The painting reportedly shifts expression depending on who's looking at it. Museum staff have heard whispers when cleaning near it, and one guard refused to return after claiming he saw her eyes blink. It's said that if you stare too long, you'll dream of her standing behind you, smiling faintly in the dark. Number 4. Love Letters. Richard King, 1950s. Hung for years in an English hotel, this painting of a girl holding a letter looks ordinary. But guests who stayed in the room reported waking in the night to the sound of paper crumpling and finding the painting tilted toward the bed. When it was moved to another hall, footsteps began echoing at midnight. When a priest was called to bless the painting, the frame cracked on its own. No one knows what the letter says. Number 3. The Dead Mother. Edvard Munch, 1899. The same artist who painted The Scream made something even more unsettling. A child stands at the foot of her mother's bed, staring at the viewer with wide, glassy eyes. Behind her, the lifeless woman lies still. Munch's brushstrokes blur reality and nightmare until you can't tell which is which. Critics say the girl's eyes seem to follow you from every angle. Even digital versions feel wrong. Viewers claim the child's pupils expand slowly if you stare too long. It's psychological, sure, but it's also unforgettable. Number 2. The painting that paints itself. The haunted portrait of Spain. In a small museum in Andalusia, there's a painting so old its subject has faded. Yet every few years, when the curators open the frame, new details appear. Fingers once hidden are now visible. Jewelry changes color. And the figure's mouth, once closed, now forms a faint, crooked smile. No restoration has ever been done, yet the changes keep coming. Locals call it El Retrato Vivo, the living portrait. Number 1. The Unknown Woman of the Louvre. This final painting has no title, no artist, and no record of acquisition. It isn't listed in any of the museum's public catalogs, but security guards whisper about it. They say it's kept in deep storage. A woman in a red dress. No records of her origin exist. When curators attempted to move it, the air temperature dropped. Cameras malfunctioned. And one worker claimed that when he reviewed the footage later, her face was blurred and she was looking directly at him. Maybe it's just a story. Or maybe some art isn't meant to be seen at all. Art is supposed to live forever, but some paintings live too much. Maybe the curse isn't in the canvas at all, but in the eyes of the ones who can't look away. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, comment, "I looked anyway." And remember, beauty fades, but nightmares are forever. Subscribe for more creepypastas and eerie tales.